You said you were confident, Tiff. Today we're flying to Phuket. Then we have to wait there for like 10 hours in the airport. And then we get a VTL flight to Singapore. And this hotel room doesn't even have a kettle, so we can't even make a cup of coffee. 6:15, it was actually 2 hours. We've been in the airport for about 5 hours now, and our brains are turning into soup. But we've got a pretty cushy little office set up. But yeah, Tiff's going to tell you a little bit about VTL flights to Singapore now, because we almost booked a flight from Koh Samui to Singapore that wasn't a VTL flight, and if we'd have done that we would have had to quarantine for, I think it was like 2 weeks or 10 days. So yeah, luckily we didn't waste our money and do that. But here's Tiff.
So what is a VTL flight? Basically means that if you're a fully vaccinated traveller, you can enter Singapore on one of these flights without having to quarantine. But even if you do qualify for one of these flights, it doesn't mean that the flight you book is one of these designated VTL flights, or that you're automatically going to be given one. You'll still have to quarantine if you don't take a VTL flight. And the confusing thing is there's still a lot of flights operating to Singapore from places like Thailand that aren't designated VTL flights. Google Flights won't tell you whether or not you're getting a VTL flight. So you'll have to go directly onto an airline's website. They should have a schedule of VTL flights, or they will highlight with a tag whether or not a flight is VTL.
Okay, so you're probably wondering who can take a VTL flight. Number one, you need to have proof of vaccination. Number two, you need to apply for a travel pass online. We'll put the link down below. Then you have to apply for an entry visa. So we're just getting the visa on arrival, so we didn't have to do that. You also have to purchase travel insurance with a minimum coverage of 30,000 Singapore dollars. You have to have somewhere booked to stay for your self-isolation period while you're waiting for your test result. You also have to take a pre-departure COVID test 2 days before you leave. So we took ours in Koh Samui yesterday, and it was also a rapid antigen test, which only costs 400 baht. You also have to submit a health declaration, which can be done online, and then you have to take a test when you arrive in Singapore, not a PCR test, so it's literally a tenth of the price. I think you get your results a lot quicker. The last thing is you have to download the Singapore Trace and Tracking app. Travel just isn't as easy as it used to be. It used to be just book a flight, make sure you got your passports. Now you need to flip it and remember like 100 different things. What you got on your feet, Tiff?
Sex appeal.
Time to see if we've forgotten any documents or not. Confident?
Confident. I don't know, I think we made a mistake on that. You can still get on the flight, right?
I'm going to check with the Singapore manager. Thank you.
Okay, alright, thanks. We did our VTL pass way before we booked flights, and the VTL pass is valid from the 12th of March until the 25th of March. We arrived 30 minutes before the 12th, so they're going to go and see if we can still get on the flight or not. So is there any way that we can still get on this flight and then sort it out in Singapore?
Can we not deal with it in Singapore?
No, cannot. So by the way, I'm going to check the flight for you first. This is okay?
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
I'm going to check this for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said you were confident, Tiff. Originally, we were supposed to go to Bangkok for 2 nights, meaning we'd leave on the 12th, and that's when we applied for that. But when we booked it,
we applied on the right date.
yeah, but it was the right date when we booked it. But then there was like 2 weeks and had passed, and our plans changed, and we decided to just come straight to Phuket and go straight
We
to
thought we
Singapore.
were so organised getting our VTP so like early on.
Oh shit.
It's just time that needs to
It's
pass.
just time that needs to pass.
We have the cards.
We have a yoga mat.
We have the yoga mat.
We've got
We
a
have
ball.
we can play with. We can stretch. We can stretch.
We can make a den. We could put. We
I
could
actually
put
saw
loads
a
of,
corner
like,
that we could make a den in.
we could make a den.
Yeah.
Should we make a den?
But I saw someone else occupy it. I just wasn't sure if they were there for money.
It's just gone 11. The airport's empty. They still got the fucking lights on though. It's so bright above us. But this is actually pretty cushy.
I thought it's so funny. Why have we still got a mask?
Because what if they come over and just like write a fine and just leave it on our chest while we're asleep? Because we're breathing all of our COVID air into the airport.
We tested negative.
We got a pretty cool setup. We got a whole load of bags. And then our feet. We got our feet over our other bag.
We got a blanket.
And yeah, Starbucks lady watching over us for the night.
Our lady
Making sure
Starbucks.
nothing happens to us. And then
Those bright lights, everyone knows what
good night.
Night.
Just done the morning coffee run. It's about 5:30. We still got until 6:15 tonight until we can check our bags in again, which is 13 hours away. Shoes off, is it?
Yeah.
So what have we got?
Well,
What's
they
for
didn't
breakfast?
actually have the seaweed salad that I was gonna get. They didn't have any vegetables. All very well. The fruit was all pickled, so I got us 2 bananas.
Woohoo!
I got you a croissant.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
Oh, what are these? Omelette and rice.
omelette and rice.
And what are these things?
Shumai, they're basically like dim sum.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice. That's a bit of a feast. Thanks, Tiffany.
It's okay.
get some exercise. We're gonna get some exercise.
You excited?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. I don't know if I'm as pumped as you are. So how did you sleep last night, Tiff?
It's horrible.
There's no other way to put it really, is there?
No, yeah, there's not. Yeah, and we woke up every hour, on the hour. Literally 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I kept waking up.
That's enough.
Every time we woke up, I thought like, okay, that's it. Right, we can get up now and then we'll just have a coffee and go about our day. And then I'd look at the time and it'd be like 2 or 3.
Are we literally just going for a walk, like around
We're gonna
in
walk
circles?
to the other building and then we're gonna walk back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It'll be nice.
I think not pressing.
So we've now been in the airport for 31 hours. The gate's about to open again for us to put our bags in. Let's try again, see what happens. Yeah, we made it. Yeah. Got any last words before we leave Thailand?
Thailand, we love you and we will be back.
So, just came through immigration, showed them passports, and the pass, VTR pass, was it called?
BTP.
VTP pass. Yeah, came straight through, nice and easy. We thought we had to get a test here as soon as we landed, but we don't. We can leave and we have to get a test within 24 hours, otherwise we'll probably go to prison. Yeah, so I think we should stop filming ourselves because we can't talk very well anymore.
Yeah, we'll talk about what we think of it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. But right now we need to go back and go to sleep. Ah!
I'm sorry.
You're trying to take me out.
It wasn't me.
The next morning we woke up and booked our tests online. We went to a local mall where there was a testing centre. We queued up, we paid for our tests, and then we got our tests. It was that simple. Look at us though, we look all clean compared to yesterday.
We're so clean.
So clean,
We had a
freshly
shower.
shaven, haircut, nice clean bun.
I even
Clean
conditioned
face.
my hair.
Oh yeah, bougie.
We're here visiting my family. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have picked Singapore to come to just yet. They haven't really relaxed the rules yet. As of right now, you have to wear your mask all day outside in the heat. Even on the trains, there are attendants and signs encouraging you not to speak. You also have to check in to every single place you go to. You have to remember that we've just come from a tiny island with little to no rules, so being in a city with tons of regulation is a little bit of an adjustment for us. It will take some time, but we're going to get used to it, and we're so excited to start exploring Singapore. And we definitely think it's somewhere that's worth putting on your bucket list. Just make sure you get on the flight.
So we just got our results back and it's negative. So we're free to roam the country as we please. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. It's been a fun couple of days. If you feel like telling us we're idiots, leave a comment down below. Give it a like. We've shot a lot of videos in Koh Tao that we haven't put together yet, so we'll be uploading those soon. So if you want to see those, make sure you subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.